What's up, everybody? Today we've got another video on Justin's Gambler van. He came over yesterday and we kind of dug through some of the scrap metal and stuff and kind of figured out what we wanted to do to it, and then went across the street and kind of got it stuck in a mud hole. I'll put a couple clips in right here. But that was last night, and he's back down here today starting on it. First thing he's gonna do is he's gonna throw this ladder rack, roof rack thing on there. Just getting some hardware right now for it. So these things just like clip onto the gutter rail things on the roof. So we'll get these thrown on there, and then I think we might put like an exhaust stack on it or something like that. And judging off what we saw last night, might need to put some tow hooks or something on it also. So we'll go ahead and get this all set up, and he's gonna throw those on. Then we'll put it on the lift and figure out what all we're gonna do. All right, got that roof rack thrown on here, and then got this thing pulled in the shop. I think pretty much all we're gonna do today is clearance the rear right here, because I don't know if y'all remember, but the tire was hitting real bad right there. You can see some chunks missing. And I think we're gonna try and get an exhaust made for it also. Yeah, you got that whole thing in one cut this time. All right, you got that all nice and smooth. No sharp edges anymore. Finishing up on the driver's side. So hopefully that's enough to keep him from knocking these chunks out of the tire at the Tennessee Gambler in March. So now that that's done, we'll try and get an exhaust made for it. Go ahead and lift it up in the air and go and get that ready and see what we can figure out. All right, pull this exhaust stack out, and then kind of got a rough mark on where to chop off this extra here. We'll have to cut a little bit more off.
Approximately. How much? A hand's worth.
All right, so we've got this thing kind of situated here. Gonna put it out at an angle, we think. We don't know. And then we've got some big U-bolts to go around the exhaust.
Those are the factory U-bolts from the
Oh yeah, they're the factory U-bolts from the axle here. But we're gonna use them to hold it up in place here, and then we're using the factory exhaust, so we've still got the factory hangers and everything sticking up that way. So we're gonna figure out exactly where we want this, and then mark our holes for the U-bolts, and then drill them out and start getting this thing mounted up. Got a couple holes drilled and got the exhaust where it kind of stays up here on its own, just resting in the U-bolt right there. Here, Justin, you want to show them what you got going on up there?
Yeah. Some like 1/4 inch plate for washers on each one. Definitely gonna need an impact.
All right, I'll get you an impact, but put that real thick washers in there, plate as washers. So just want to make sure that the bolts don't like pull through the sheet metal. All right, so we got 2 U-bolts in it, right there and right there. And then right here, I tried to put this clamp on it and ended up snapping that stud off. So that's not as sealed up as we would want it. We might throw some weld on there, I don't know. But Justin's testing it to see if it's strong enough. He can hang off of it.
Maybe.
Come back here so we can get everything on the same shot. There you go. I'd say that's pretty much on there. We're just gonna go through here and button it up real quick and decide if we're gonna throw some weld on there or not. And then, oh man, getting crazy. And then we'll show y'all what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's not coming off.
No, it's not coming off there. That's great.
That's what I wanted.
Get in there and fire it up.
We didn't change anything. It's still got the muffler and everything, so it should sound pretty much the same. Maybe a little quieter.
Here we go.
We're ready. Alright, so the van pretty much just sounds like a stock van still. It's cool though, I like it. And so now we're gonna move on from the exhaust to the, we're gonna get the skid plate off here. You see it's pretty banged up, it took some hard hits. And get this bumper off here also, and we got a straighter bumper, so we're gonna try and get that on here. And then maybe we can get this hitch on there also, and that'll give us a tow point for recovery. And then he can use this as like a work van too, tow stuff around if he needs to. Tow hitch is just always nice to have.
Lawnmower trailer.
Yeah, anything you need. We get this thing off here, just these 4 bolts here, and then we'll start ripping this bumper off and see how mangled it is back there, because you see it's all kinds of twisted up.
Think it's mangled?
Get on it!
Oh. Give me a pry that way. Yeah, that's right. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
rear bumper is off. Now we can figure out how this hitch goes on there. Straighten out the bumper mount. Swing and a miss. It works pretty good. Alright, just like that we got the trailer hitch on. It's literally just those 4 bolts right there, just like the factory bumper. So now he's gotta fix the tab and get the skid plate remounted and get a new bumper on it. You might want to pull the trigger. Alright, got this bumper back on. Justin tightened up the last couple bolts. And then from here we just gotta figure out how to remount our skid plate, and then we'll be done for now. And weld on tabs right here, and then they'll just bolt to the side of this. Simple as that. Alright, so just making little brackets like this, weld them to the plate there, figuring out where to bend that one. Well, he welded that one little bit right there that y'all saw, and then it ran out of wire. So, plan B, just drilled a hole and then bolted together. See, he's got to drive this home tonight, so bolted together like that, and then he can weld it together at work or whatever, but this will work fine for now. Alright, well I guess that's going to be about all for this one. Just a roof rack, and cut the rear quarters a little bit, change the exhaust up, and got that tow hitch put on there. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for another one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.